Yo, what is up YouTube? Fury here, bringing you guys a brand new video. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over the, playlist updates and the general fixes that came the 6th and the 7th of September. So we're going to jump right into these, go over what happened, all the updates, fixes, all that good stuff to weapons, maps, stuff like that. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, drop a like. If you guys are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if we could break 250 likes, I'd greatly appreciate it. Now let's get right into the updates. So starting from the fixes that occurred yesterday, September 6th, I'll put them on the screen as I go through them. So the first thing that they mentioned was on the infected game mode, they reduced the movement speed of the infected as the number of those infected increases. Every 3 players that get infected will reduce the movement speed and only take effect on spawn. So I'm guessing this helps those that are still alive, that have weapons, and trying to get away from those that are infected. I believe I'm not much of an infected player, so I'm assuming that's going to help the gunning player. So the next thing on the list here, they added the Stallion 44, the Atlas, the G-Rail, and the Regine EMX to gun game. So if you guys are fans of DLC weapons, want those in gun game, they're now introduced into it. And they're probably going to have some epic variant type gun game like they've done in the past. So if you guys want to try the epic variants of those in that kind of game mode, I should say, that probably is going to happen in the future sometime. But other than that, those got added to gun game, which is pretty cool. Now the next two here, we got exploit fixes across various maps and various back-end bug fixes. So hopefully these, obviously there's a bunch of bugs, and not a bunch, but there are bugs in maps where people can get to certain spots they're not supposed to and stuff like that. So hopefully most of the map, exploits are fixed. And the various back-end bug fixes, hopefully that fix like connection issues and things on their side, maybe matchmaking. If they fix matchmaking, for some reason matchmaking now isn't that great, just because if somebody disconnects, the chance of somebody taking their spot, it seems like recently has been very rare. For some reason, every time somebody leaves, nobody fills the spot and nobody's getting thrown into those games, which is quite unfortunate. Also, I realized that playing on strict nat type while I'm at college is a little a pain. Like, it seems like when people leave, this issue actually happens more on, obviously a strict nat type. Wherein like BO3 or, any other COD, to be honest, BO3, AW, all that stuff, strict wasn't that big of a deal. And that the party, matchmaking didn't really rely on all the players in the lobby. If the host has an open nat type, the matchmaking is perfectly fine. But if somebody with a strict is in your party in IW, it just screws up the whole thing. So hopefully that fixes some of the matchmaking issues that they've had recently. Now these next two fixes are probably the biggest of this update. Now the VPR hipfire kick has been increased to help it perform better in line with other SMGs. Now other SMGs, personally I think the ERAD can very much compete with it, but the hipfire on the VPR was way too overpowered, so they had to increase the kick on it. And honestly, the VPR and the ERAD are probably the two best personally in their class. So if they dim down or increase the kick of the VPR hipfire, definitely gonna help it out because it was way too overpowered. The VPR was like way above all the other, like the VPR and ERAD are like on another level, and then after this kick increase on the hipfire, it's probably gonna help a little bit. But to be quite honest, I think the VPR is still gonna be really good up there with the ERAD and stuff like that. It's my personal preference and opinion of those. But yeah, now the next thing here is the rec burst cooldowns have been decreased to help it compete better with other ARs. Now it's kind of weird that this update happened a few hours after I uploaded my rec video, because in my rec video that I mentioned, the rec cannot compete with the other ARs. Like, you miss a burst with the rec pre-patch, you're probably going to get gunned because the cooldown was too high for the rec. And if you miss that burst or that burst doesn't kill, you're probably going to get outgunned, like I mentioned in that last video. So this is definitely going to help the rec. Probably not going to help me too much in using it more, but a nice little fix, because the rec basically was useless, to be quite honest. I think any gun would outgun it. But hopefully this cooldown helps it with obviously competing with other ARs like they mentioned here. So jumping into the updates that came earlier today, more playlist updates, not really big game changing updates or anything like that. But the first thing that they got here was they removed Mayhem as a featured game mode and replaced it with Epic Gun Game. Like I mentioned they would, especially with those DLC weapons that dropped earlier, especially them adding it to Gun Game yesterday. Definitely gonna be something. They need those epic, you know, people want to try the epic variants of them and stuff like that. So you guys can go ahead and play Epic Gun Game if you guys want to try those DLC weapons, their epic variants and stuff like that. Now the second thing here, we got added a free DLC Mosh Pit playlist featuring Renaissance, Turista and Permafrost. If you guys don't have those maps, never played them or anything like that, they are free until the 12th of September, and the Epic Gun Games until the 15th of September. Forgot to mention that. But if you guys have not tried those DLC maps and want to, there is a Mosh Pit playlist for those three. And you know, if anyone hasn't played the DLC maps, wants to try them out and stuff like that, jump in that playlist like I mentioned. Now the last thing, probably the biggest update that they released today, the 7th, is Double XP is live across multiplayer and zombies until the 12th of September. Now they don't really do double XP that often, so this is definitely something if you guys are trying to get those levels and, you know, have been grinding recently. Double XP is obviously going to be the best way to do it. So if you guys want to go ahead and jump on till the 12th of September, you got double XP. So it's definitely something you guys should hop on for and stuff like that. Probably definitely going to be streaming a bit more and playing a bit more, because I have not played that much Infinite Warfare just in my free time, stuff like that, especially at school and stuff like that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this update, what do you guys think about the VPR wreck, anything like that. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, drop a like. If you guys are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.